Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining the HVAC Mergers and Acquisition podcast. On this podcast, we're talking about how to prepare your HVAC company to get the best price and best terms when you sell. We also talk about how to acquire HVAC companies and how to merge HVAC companies together. Okay, today we're going to talk about the value of, and I'm looking at my notes here, the value of the no cash upfront sell. And when I say that, you might be saying, wait a minute, how am I selling my business if I'm not getting no cash up front? That doesn't make any sense. And believe it or not, there's a lot of value in that particular structure, right? And so selling your business is a lot different than selling a house. You typically don't get all the cash up front. And in some cases, you may get no cash up front, but you get paid over time. So what's the value? What's the real value in doing that? For one, it's speed to market, right? So if you're looking to exit as quickly as possible without wasting a lot of time with costly and due diligence and that sort of thing. Granted, there will be some due diligence done, but that flexibility and getting no cash up front can make the deal go a lot quicker. So if you're looking to quickly exit your company and go do what you really want to do and not get bogged down with a lot of processes and procedures, having a no cash up front deal provides a lot more flexibility. And so when you do that, it mitigates a lot of risk to the buyer, because obviously if a buyer is trying to put a lot of cash up front, they're gonna go through a very extensive process to make sure that when they give you that cash, that all bases are covered, right? And that could include you working in the business for a long period of time. So you have to weigh the pros and the cons, but there's a lot of value to getting no cash up front. And obviously, I'm not a tax person. I'm not a tax this isn't tax advice, right? This isn't investment advice either. But there are tax incentives to not getting all the cash up front, right? Maybe not any cash up front. And basically, the way you structure it is, if your business is a successful company that's been around a while and you have the right systems and team in place, then your business will survive without you. And in many cases, you can structure it where you have some connection to the buyer and you are collaborating, but you're not stuck in the business as an employee for a long period of time. And through that collaboration, you are paid overtime, or your family is paid overtime for your business without a lot of cash up front. And when you structure it this way, a lot of times you can get a lot better price for your business versus if they gave you a lot of cash up front, just because of the risk associated with it. Small businesses are risky, right? So it's like any investment. And granted, this is not investment advice, but this is common sense. Small businesses are risky, and without the owner, they become more risky. And so your willingness to be flexible on those terms to get paid over time will help you in the transitional process. It'll help you with the process of selling your company. It'll help you with the valuation, and it could help you from a tax standpoint as well, but reach out to your tax person for more details on that. So that's the value of the no cash up front sell. And so definitely worth exploring when you're selling your company. And if you enjoyed this episode, stay tuned for future episodes of the HVAC Mergers and Acquisition podcast.